Who made Jensen Huang defy Trump? The answer is China's Huawei. Jensen Huang has publicly praised Huawei as a strong rival. He even called the US chip ban wrong, saying it only helps Huawei take Nvidia's China market. Huawei was hit hard by US sanctions. So why can they now challenge Nvidia, the AI chip leader? How did they do it? Nvidia and Huawei, who will dominate the future of AI? Many don't know Huawei and Nvidia were business partners. In 2017, Huawei bought many Nvidia V100 chips for cloud data centers and AI training. As US-China tension grew, Huawei started its Ascend 910 chip plan to reduce reliance on Nvidia. Since 2019, the US sanctioned Huawei, adding it to the entity list, restricting its access to US tech. This forced Huawei to speed up Ascend 910 R&D. In 2022, to keep its AI lead, the US banned advanced Nvidia chip sales to China. Controls expanded in 2023, forcing Nvidia to launch weaker chips. Facing tough limits and uncertainty, Chinese firms used the weaker chips while seeking local options. Just then, Huawei released the improved Ascend 910B chip. Compared to Nvidia's H20, Ascend is slightly weaker in AI training, but performs equally well in AI inference. So Chinese tech giants favored it. In 2024, Baidu, Tencent, and ByteDance started mass buying Ascend 910B chips. This caused Nvidia's China revenue share to drop from 21% in 2023 to 13% in 2024. But there was good news for Nvidia. TSMC stopped making chips for Huawei. Ascend 910B switched to SMIC's 7nm process. The yield rate was low, only 20%, causing low output and delivery delays. Thus, H20 was still the top choice for Chinese AI firms. What Nvidia didn't expect was H20 would also be short-lived. Early 2025, China's DeepSeek launched an AI model. Its performance rivaled the US's ChatGPT. DeepSeek used Nvidia's H20 chips. This alerted the US government. The AI gap wasn't as big as thought. To curb China's AI progress, in April 2025, the US ruled H20 chips for China needed official approval. But the more the US restricts China, the stronger Chinese firms resolve for self-reliance. For example, DeepSeek R2, due in May 2025, was trained only on Ascend 910B. They completely ditched Nvidia AI chips. Meanwhile, Huawei began mass-producing Ascend 910C. It's better than the 910B, and yield is up from 20% to 40%. The next-gen Ascend 910D is also being tested. All these developments pressured Nvidia. Jensen Huang admitted at Computex, Nvidia's China market share dropped from 95% in 2022 to 50% now. He warned repeatedly, continued controls speed up Huawei's rise and replace Nvidia in the China market.
There's no question that Huawei is one of the most formidable technology companies in the world. And they're incredible in computing, they're incredible in networking technology and software capabilities, all of the essential capabilities to advance AI. China's right behind us. I mean, we're very, very close. 50% of the world's AI researchers are Chinese, and so this is an industry that we will have to compete for.
From a customer reliance on Nvidia to a competitor of Nvidia, how did Huawei achieve this? Under strict US blockade, how could Huawei keep breaking through and challenging Nvidia's AI chip lead? The mystery was only recently revealed. In October 2024, Tech Insights tore down the Ascend 910B and found TSMC's 7nm chip inside. This shocked many, as TSMC had stopped making chips for Huawei in 2020. It suspected Huawei used a white glove company to bypass the ban. The middleman would order the chips from TSMC and ship them to China, then process them and integrate them into the Ascend 910B. This company is believed to be China's SoftGo technology. The chips SoftGo ordered from TSMC matched those in Huawei's Ascend 910B. SoftGo's parent, Bitmain, worked with Huawei, and SoftGo's legal rep was a former Huawei employee. This shows a close relationship. After the news broke, TSMC immediately launched an internal probe. After confirming the match, they stopped shipments to SOFCO. The US plans to add SOFCO to the entity list. This middleman is only the tip of the house of Huawei's chip strategy. A bigger ambition is emerging. In May 2025, the FT revealed Huawei's hidden Guanlan factory in Shenzhen. Satellite images show Guanlan has expanded at a shocking speed since 2022. Sources say Huawei plans 3 manufacturing bases there. One is run by Huawei to make Ascend chips.
The other 2 are run by chip equipment maker Seacarrier
And memory chip maker Swayshare. Seacarrier's role is key. Ascend uses 7 nanometer, which needs ASML's EUV, banned in China. So Huawei works with Seacarrier to develop multi-patterning tech. This lets them use older DUV machines to make 7 nanometer chips. To fully beat US export control, they're developing domestic exposure tools. The goal is complete equipment self-sufficiency. Including Guanlan, Huawei runs about 20 fabs in China. Several Huawei-linked companies run these, including Qingdao Xian and Shenzhen Peng Xinwei. They make memory, logic, IoT, and phone chips, forming a complete ecosystem. Huawei uses different names for partners to hide its lead role. Of course, Huawei has strong state support. China also launched a $47.8 billion chip investment plan, focusing on AI chip development. Nvidia faces not just Huawei, but a state-led chip army. The chip war is the US-China AI rivalry. It started with US controls and became a tech cat-and-mouse game. The US tightens rules, and China finds loopholes and new ways to break through. Jensen Huang believes competition drives innovation, but US officials say they won't ease China controls. Do you think the US continuing to block Huawei
will speed up its tech progress and hurt Nvidia's lead?
Is the Nvidia-Huawei competition good or bad for global AI growth? Share your thoughts below.